Are you ready?
Hey yo, what is up guys, Tank here, and we are back with another team building guide for the upcoming Super Battle Road. And we are now up to Movie Heroes, which I have heard is one of the more difficult ones. I believe it is still actually right now not no itemed by anyone, so could be the first. Probably not though, but this will definitely be a very difficult one. So let's open up Movie Heroes and see our choices. We will have a nice chance, I guess, with this Gohan. This guy does not get spoken about. He is so freaking good. He's an okay support unit. We'll look at them. I have not read them in a while, but I doubt you'll want to bring them. Yeah, a lot of LRs. I already have him, sure. Man, if his EZA was out, yeah, but none of these guys. His EZA is not bad. He's not bad. Hold on, you could do something good with him. Some decent choices for sure. Wish his EZA was out. Definitely emerald to SSRs. Okay, so we have actually some good choices to choose from, right? So this is going to be your best movie heroes lead, 150 flat. Now, he is just okay defensively, which is his only, slight. He is 100% defense. He is super effective against all types, so he is going to do really good damage no matter the typing. And he only has a 25% chance to dodge, so not going to happen. I mean, not that it can't happen, but you just don't count on it. And he'll transform from turn 5, so you're probably not getting to turn 5 anyway. If you did, he becomes 50% chance to dodge, and he will guarantee crit. Comes a lot better, but you're probably not getting to turn 5, unfortunately. Now, Gohan here, I actually can't wait to actually use this guy properly. I still have him at 0% in the hidden potential system. But he's going to raise attack and defense on 12 key, raise only defense on the 18 key, so it's 30%. First was this 20%? Yeah, so... Oh. That's weird. I think it's worded differently in game. Is that one? I slightly remember this, actually. I'm like looking right now, actually, on my phone. No, it's not. I don't know. That's weird. He's 30% for both, which is strange. Usually it's like 20, I think. So 58% attack and defense. He gains an extra key, which is always really nice. He's a nuking passive, right? So he's got the 7% per key sphere obtained. He gains another attack buff if it's an ultra. And now this whole bottom part is like almost not existing. Well, no, not after this. So he gets a medium chance, so 25% chance to launch an additional super attack. And the rest of this all becomes in. All of this will happen if you are 58% or less mid-turn. So if you start getting hit in like the first slot or something, or then you can activate this additional attack boost and perform a guaranteed crit. Because you should be running. There is the Tech God Goku. You should be running if you have him. Like he's like an MVP. And then you'll fulfill this as well. But yeah, from the 5th turn, like you're probably not getting that whole bottom portion. And his active skill, same thing from the 5th turn, probably not getting it. But if you do, whoever's in front of you, what's still left alive is guaranteed to be dead. He'll dish out some like nuts 13 million attack stat. So whatever's left at turn 5 is gone. It's dead for sure. These guys were really good. They just don't get talking about. Let's take a look, actually. Yeah, movie bosses. So we gotta keep in mind, like Turles is movie bosses, but Ballsack guy's not. So these should be movie bosses as well. Right? Yeah, he is. So keep in mind, a lot of these passive where it's like, oh, when facing movie bosses, you can't kill these guys. these first, the Bojack, Slug, Turles, they have to be last to die, which sucks because they're probably the strongest ones. You'll just have to make sure these guys are continuously stunned and sealed while you take care of the rest. Otherwise, you lose some important passives that you're going to start seeing. So 100% attack and defense. They also greatly raise 50% attack and defense after the super. They're, I believe, on average, like 120%. They have Cold Judgment too, which you probably could link up with someone. They're 120,000 defense, and then they greatly raise, so they're like really strong. They get an extra 100% if Goku's on the team, right? So they're 200%. And then they get an additional attack 100% if there's a movie bosses category enemy, so we definitely have that. They get 3 ki and then 100% if they're facing someone whose name's Frieza, which we won't get. This will definitely be getting, so on the 4th turn, he raised all allies by 22% for 2 turns, so it applies to the turn you're on, and the next one, so you'll probably end it, you know, if you don't kill right there, you'll kill in the 2nd turn. So, really, really good unit for sure. That does not, I don't see them get noticed. They are also a leader, if you are struggling for a leader. He can lower attack, so he's not bad. He doesn't really have that much in him. This is going to be the best that you'll ever see him, though. So he does give all allies 2 ki and 40% attack and defense, and he is 100% attack and defense only when fighting a movie bosses, which obviously we will have. But let's say you killed like Turles, right? Like on the 1st turn, now he just lost this, right? You gotta make sure you're paying attention to the units you bring. So let's say I've not read these guys in a while. He will get the additional 50% defense because of movie bosses, so maybe he might be able to. Yeah, I mean, if you're using items and stuff, right, you could definitely get away with it. But apparently they do hit really hard in this stage, so... Oh, yeah, he does greatly raise. So they want you to run Goku first and Vegeta second, so you could do that, right? But yeah, you'd definitely have to use, like, an Icarus or a Whis, like, probably to even keep them on rotation. This guy is going to be one of the MVPs for sure. He's going to lower attack and defense on the 18 ki. He will raise his own defense on the 12 ki, but most likely... because of him being a nuking person, you're going to want to get all the orbs you can, because he's going to hit like 4, 5, 6 million attack stats, like nuts, like no one's business. And he lowers attacks and he seals, so yeah, I wish this was just here as well, but that is too much to do in one super, so I understand though why they separated it. This is a decent free-to-play option, right? They can seal and they can greatly raise defense, right? You could choose probably, because of how weak they're going to be, you're probably going to want to greatly raise defense, but if you're worried, you could go for the seal. So I guess, you know, depends on the game goes. They're going to create Rainbow Orbs, which is really nice. 30% attack and 2 ki per Rainbow Orb. So sadly, no defense. You will get damage reduction as the first attacker, so... if you pair this 30% with like an item, sure, they'll probably tank decent. Now these guys, they're not really the best for Super Battle Road, but they're not that bad because they get this active skill 3rd turn, and you can definitely get that excuse me, pretty easily. They do need, they will have issues with ki unless you have support, because they have no ki links. So they're going to need basically a lot of ki, and they're going to need turns. So by like turn 3 or turn 4, they're going to be really, really good, but obviously getting there can be the problem. But you will also, this is, don't, you know, overlook this. This is going to be really, really powerful. This guy, he will be okay defensively for sure, and he has this rare chance to stun, which is only 20%, so I wouldn't really count on it. You can get a monstrous like 3-4 million attack stat if he is not receiving an attack, or if you're gonna kill whoever it is that is attacking him, because he loses 70% of his defense. So definitely you have to be careful using him. Definitely the same idea as like the Vegito that we spoke about on Time Travelers. This guy is going to still be really good, especially in the 3rd slot, because he will get a 50% chance to dodge. And then once he transforms, which there's a good chance he will, he'll transform on turn 4, then he will just smack people around. Like, he's super effective against all types. He gives himself ki +5 as he's attacking. He's raising his own defense. He's, you know, in his passive and in his super attack. He launches a guaranteed double super in the 3rd slot, so like, and then if you come around on that next turn, if somehow people are still alive, you'll get this thing and you'll just obliterate people. These guys, not definitely a top choice, but you can run them, especially if you're free to play. They will seal, so very valuable there. I would really almost never go for this 18 key because this attack boost isn't really that valuable. Definitely just be going for this. They will also give key the rotation and defense, so they are a very powerful floater for sure. These guys, I think it's probably a no-brainer that you could probably bring them, especially if you're using items and stuff. They're going to be really powerful. Defensively, they're going to get key +2 per rainbow. There's a lot of rainbow people on this team, so really strong. And if somehow you got into turn 6, you could transform, you get a full heal, so that could save you, right? You never know. That really could save you. And then he does lower attack and defense right there once he transforms. Odds are, you know, you're not getting to Super Gogeta here, but if you did, I mean, I can't wait for this guy to get remastered when they make the new one. Tapion, alright, I spoke about him in one of the other videos. You know, he's okay. He lowers attack and he has damage reduction by 50%. You can transform into this guy, basically like a grade 8 form, and get some free damage, but definitely not a top choice. This guy, post EZA, he's very mild. They went very easy on this guy's EZA, so he's, you know, he's nothing special, but you could bring him. He'll have a decent attack stat. Post EZA, yeah, I'd probably actually not bring him at all. He looks pretty terrible. Only 40% defense when performing. Yeah, that's a big no for me. This guy, you can actually pair him up with the LR, Gohan, and Goten. Well, it's not going to be super powerful. Well, if you're using items, it'll be fine, because you would want Gohan and Goten in the first slot, and then this guy in the second slot, because he gains 40%, 30%, yeah, so 70% damage reduction after he supers, which means he won't take damage. And if you pop like an Icarus, he literally cannot take damage. It would be physically impossible for him to take damage at 100% damage reduction. So yeah, he can be extremely powerful, and he also raises attack. Where are we at? 12 minutes, okay. This Vegeta, definitely not bad. Nuking style passive. He will create his own tech orbs, and he raises attack and defense on super. So the more orbs you get, the higher his defense goes. I've seen this guy at insane attack stat and defense, you know, numbers. If you collect enough orbs. The only thing is it's inconsistent, so if you get on the field and he changes nothing, then, you know, you might not be in a good spot. Really good unit, medium chance to stun, so we're at 30%. He gets 1 key, 120% attack and defense, and he has a rare chance to evade enemy attack just built in. Then he gets 3 key, 30% attack, high chance to evade as the first attacker. Now keep in mind, he has to attack first. Any attacks that hit him before he attacks, he does not get this high chance. He will only have his 15% chance, so keep that in mind. He needs to attack first to gain this, which is so stupid. If they want you to run him first slot, they should have just given it, whether he attacks or not, he should have that. It should be in the first slot, not first attacker. Key +1, attack 10%, medium chance of evading, so it drops down to 25% when he's the second attack. And then he gets 200% attack and performs a guaranteed crit and fully recovers HP if you drop below 30%. So, like, that sell ability. So, yeah, like, time it right, but then he's, like, nuts. So, I'm sure we'll see what team I build, but I'm sure I'll probably pick him. This is a must absolute run. There is no question at all. You run this guy if you have him. He gets 77% damage reduction against movie bosses. So as long as you keep that movie boss alive, he will tank everything. Heals, and he creates rainbow orbs. And he gets 7% attack per rainbow orb. So absolute beast, run him. This Vegeta, high chance to stun at 50%, not bad. 100% attack and defense. And then your HP's below 80%, he gets a little attack boost. If you're below 50%, yeah, he gets a pretty big attack boost, so not a bad choice at all. This kid Gohan, not bad. You can definitely, if you run him and that kid Trunks together, the tech one, that's a really powerful rotation because they both are like mirrors. They both have the 70% damage reduction after they super, so pop an item, and they're done. Like, they are not gonna do anything. They also share, I think, almost every single link. I think they share every link, actually. They share, if not 7, like 6. Which one or the other. So, super, super powerful. This is Vegeta, so we're starting to get into a territory of units that are like, eh. But if you don't have anyone else we mentioned, you can still use these people. The only value he will have is this high chance, this 50% chance to guard all attacks. So, if that procs, he will be a really good tank. If he doesn't, then he just has only 100% defense. He'll get clapped. He does have a high chance of stunning only with its movie bosses. So as long as you keep, again, that first person alive, he has a 40% chance to stun in that attack, which is definitely can bring some value. Let's see. Piccolo, I don't think I've ever read this Piccolo before. 25% chance to stun. He does a AoE attack, which is not bad. Attack and defense, 100%. Keep +6 and additional. So he's 130% attack and defense when facing 2 or more. He's okay. Really nothing special. He's the only person you probably get gaze respect with, though, with Gohan. Goku. Nope. You don't run him. Man, their EZA. Goten's the only one that did good with his EZA because he changes orbs. Besides that, like, they all kind of suck. Goten's not bad. He's a floater for sure. Super Gogeta, not, he does lower attack and defense, right? That's pretty valuable. And he gets 7% attack per rainbow key sphere, and you're gonna have a lot of rainbow orb changers, so definitely valuable. Not a bad choice if you have him. This guy, very similar to the Attack Vegeta, stacks and then, you know, creates his own rainbow key spheres, his fizz key spheres. You get him a bunch, he's gonna have great stats. So if you don't get him any orbs, you might die. Trunks, I've not read this Trunks in a while, so sacrificing HP, generally not good. He will have a crazy attack stat though. And he reduces his own defense. Yeah, I'd probably not run him actually. Unless you want to lose. Sun Q, yeah, 70% chance to stun. This guy's freaking nuts, man. Attack and defense, 80% high chance of performing a crit. Okay, so he's gonna crit and stun. And then if you drop below 50%, he gets another 100% attack and defense. Wow, yeah, he's got nuts. Alright, so we're gonna take a look and see what teams we will be running. And then you guys can comment down below what you're gonna be running. What are we running? Movie Heroes. Alright, Movie Heroes. So, let's see. Who are we running? Now, I'm gonna try this. I do have a feeling it won't work, but this is going to be what I'm gonna do for my first attempt. Who am I missing? Where is it? Oh. This is what I want to try to run for my first attempt. So he is the lesser leader skill, but he is far more reliable defensively than that Gogeta is. So I would want to try this and have a rotation of like these two together. And then a rotation of probably the Fizz LR and this, yeah, probably because he can be good defensively in rotation 1. And yeah, I'd probably run this as a rotation, Blue and this guy, and then them as a rotation. And then I would just play around and throw him on rotation or keep him if my health starts to get to that point where I need that full heal. Yeah, this is what I would want to try, and I think that it would work. But I don't know. We have to wait and see, because apparently the stage is ridiculously hard, so dropping, you know, to 120% leader, that might be too much of a nerf for me to actually get that win, because Gogeta here is 150%, whereas now I'm losing 30% of HP and defense, and then I'm losing 50% attack, which is a lot, right? It's a lot. But this guy's just not good defensively without, you know, if you're not using items, and I don't want to if possible. You know, I want to try this team composition to see if it'll work. But yeah, that is what we are going for with our first Movie Heroes run. What is it you guys are going to try? Because there is a lot of options that you can run here. A lot of good options too. So let me know down below what you're going to be trying. Like, sub, do all that cool stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.